It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show.
This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back.
It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show with J. Hall and DJ Academics.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Let's get it.
That's right. Hip Hop Matrix Show. Myself, J. Hall. This brother right here, DJ Academics. What's up, guy?
What's happening, homie? How you been?
Rough week, man. I can't tell a lot. Rough week, man. You know, my car broke down. My apartment is in that transition stage where they cut the heat off.
Oh.
But the air's not on yet.
Woo.
And I'm on the 8th floor. So that heat, I'm just like, every time I walk into my spot, I'm like, whoosh.
Like a sauna in there.
Right. Mind you, you know what I mean? I'm catching train Uber, which is cool because I live in the city, so it's all good.
You know, you can Uber around everywhere. You don't need no car.
I was barely driving my car as is. That's why my car probably been giving me signs that it needed an issue, and I just wasn't really checking for it.
Definitely was.
Right. But the point is that after you've been doing like a long walk, you wouldn't come into a nice, freshing home. I come into like more heat, like smack dead in the face. So it's just been a little rough week with that, bro. You know, going back and forth to work and all that good stuff. But you know, nothing different, nobody else. But I'm here. I'm okay. How about you?
Man, I can't complain at all. Out here living my best life. Minus the BS, life great, right?
Minus the BS. just a couple.
You know, the good outweighs the bad.
Yeah, overall, right? You don't want to sound like a groupie grumps. You know what I mean? That's what
nobody really cares anyway.
Nah, they don't. Nobody really cares. Nobody gives a crap. But that's okay, though, because I care. So I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Hello to you. It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show. We glad that you are checking in, man. We got a lot to talk about. R.Kelly, other artists get muted. Hip-hop classic gets a green light, new music, and a whole lot more. Make sure you follow us along on our Twitter at WHMS98. The Hip Hop Matrix Show. You have been warned. J.Cole, he announced today, actually, or this past week, about his tour. It kicks off August 9th. And guess who's going to be opening up for him? Young Thugger. What kind of combination you think that is? Since J.Cole has kind of...
lyricism to mumble rap.
Yeah, you know.
Young Thug's gonna be opening up, of course, so it'll be mumble rap to lyricism.
Yeah. Somebody told me the other day that there's a song floating around. I was gonna ask you about, but I'm also ask you now, of Young Thug like spitting bars, like of like no beat, no mumbling, like he's straight like spitting bars, like when he wants to.
And what song would this be?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you about it. Somebody told me it's floating around.
Oh, okay. Well, it's floating, I guess.
I think that's pretty interesting, though, to have Young Thug and J. Cole. When you got J. Cole, who's kind of been like this person who's been talking to the Littles and the mumble rappers and things of that nature. And when you think about some of these young rappers who are like mumbling and rapping, Young Thug is kind of like their father right now. Just like Gucci is like a father figure to like, you know, Young Thug. So, you know, can you really hate on Cole when your father's going on tour with him?
I ain't
Father might be wearing the dress, but
well, I'm not hating on nobody. He getting all the money. He getting all the money. He getting the people who like to mumble rap, and he getting his crowd. So I mean, hey, everybody gonna get this work.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. I'm really looking forward to that. You know, this KOD album, I cannot stop playing it. You know, usually I'm done with albums in about a week, but
count it up.
Yeah.
Count it.
I'm still playing it. It's dope, man. So hopefully the show will be dope. You know what I'm saying? Nobody get hurt. I definitely want to check out the Dreamville one that's going to be in North Carolina. I might drive down there. I'm thinking about it. So let me check it out. No, shout out to Cole. Shout out to Young Thugger.
I send them back and others coming right back.
Hip Hop Matrix Show, myself, J. Always got ready, DJ Academics. My best friend. Ain't that how Thugger rap sometimes?
No. But you need to stop.
I'm going to try to. You know who spoke up recently? We haven't heard from her in a second, but she kind of came back out. Azealia Banks. You know, she was more known
Azealia Banks.
Azealia Banks, right?
Azealia.
Azealia?
Azealia Banks.
Oh, okay, Azealia Banks.
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah, she's somebody who we know more for her personality more so than kind of her music. And, you know, recently she has said that Cardi B had, quote, tarnished the image of powerful black female musicians. And I guess, you know.
She reaching.
You think that's a reach?
Reaching.
So let me play devil's advocate for a second. You think about Cardi B, her being a stripper, her being known on IG for saying these outlandish things, going Love and Hip Hop. She admits she don't write her rhymes, and you know she don't have the best, I guess, Queen's English, as they would say. You think she's a positive representation?
Of course.
Because
she shows what can happen when you believe in yourself and you turn a negative to a positive. Because even on her Instagram rants, there was always a positive message in it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm just playing that, you know.
She wasn't just talking to be talking. There was always a point.
Yeah. And I also think that black women are not just one lane, too. Right. You know, there are various diverse, you know, unique, beautiful individuals, especially musicians. You know?
Unstable creatures. Sorry.
You better watch it. That was DJ Academics. But I'm just saying, you know, Cardi B, I always looked at Cardi B as like a voice. You know, you and I used to work as hosts in a strip club, and we knew a lot of strippers who wanted to be rappers, and it didn't seem believable. It didn't seem possible to us. We you know, they would tell us they were gonna rap. Me and you kind of be like, or other people kind of be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? But you look at Cardi B, she does give like a voice to those type of people, and she tells people don't strip.
I mean,
like, I'm good.
She's second generation of Eve. I mean, yeah. But she embraced it more, you know. So I don't know about all that, man. You know, and you also got to consider the source. But she went on to say a few other things. She talked about how RZA is a cokehead. Because, you know, I totally forgot that RZA had admitted to her being spit in the face, Azealia Banks, that is, being spit in the face by Russell Crowe, actor at a party. Oh, wow.
Because she claimed that, and RZA admitted that did, like, happen. I totally, you know, that totally went past me. So, you know, she's a very interesting individual, man. But, you know, if that happened and RZA kind of let that go down, you know, that's disappointing.
Yeah, that would be kind of...
That's a white man spitting in the black woman's face. And when you think about Wu-Tang and how they talked about, you know, upliftment of black men and praising the black woman and things of that nature, and I'm thinking about RZA being the head of the Voltron that is Wu-Tang. If he allowed that, I mean, he said it. I mean, which kind of like broke my heart to see that, you know, kind of.
Of the Voltron.
You don't remember the first album? We formed like Voltron, he's the head. Oh, I think they said about Jizza. I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know.
And they said it fast.
Yeah. It's just disappointing for that, you know, to have that image of that, you know, happening. I mean, he claimed that everything was crazy and everything was it was a one big fiasco, but I don't know. I couldn't see myself being in that position. I don't want nobody's friendship that bad, you know what I mean, to allow my man to spit in another woman's face.
Yeah, definitely not.
No, not at all.
Hip Hop Matrix Show. Myself, DJ Academics. It's time to get into the new music, all right? One of my favorite parts of the show. I got to shout out my guy, Ace Hood, has a new mixtape out. Everybody always overlooks Ace Hood. He puts out quality product every time. He doesn't miss on his mixtape.
What's the mixtape called?
Trust the Process 2.
Oh, okay. He does go hard. You know, the thing about Ace Hood, his work ethic is very clear. But every time I think of Ace Hood, I think about, like, what's up with him and Khaled. I can't help to be like, yo, you see him actually working. Can you throw him a hook or something? I don't know. Maybe Khaled felt like he helped him enough.
Khaled just on to the next.
Pretty much.
Khaled's a coattail.
Pretty much.
But anyway, so let's get on to T Grizzley. He has his new joint called Activated out.
What up, though?
Yeah, and also the boy Playboy Cardi. He just released Die Lit. You know, so.
I don't know about Playboy. Besides that one song, yeah.
It's a slow week. But go check out that Ace Hood. Definitely go check out that Ace Hood. Yeah, that's out right now. Trust the Process 2.
Ace Hood is definitely good workout music.
Check it out. Ace Hood. You
ain't gonna look like Ace Hood, but
that's
that's
the new music. The Hip Hop Matrix.
Woke up and all night.
I don't know if you heard about Spotify. They made the announcement that they are going to remove R.Kelly and XXXTentacion music and a couple other people also too. And they pretty much said that they're not here for hate crimes or whatever. And, you know, it's a part of the people who are part of the Mute R. Kelly campaign are definitely applauding it. Now, I gotta say, I'm kind of a little bit on the fence about this because on one end, I think R. Kelly, someone like him, is definitely like scum of the earth. But when you get to talking about how you're gonna remove music, I mean, what about the music of that people made that are actually dogging women? You know what I mean? Are you gonna go in that lane? Like, are you gonna start taking over? Like, what do we?
That's Pandora's box.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of music getting removed.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a lot of furniture moving around Spotify
right.
if that's the case.
Now, R. Kelly, we actually saw this man do his thing, but what if someone got accused of something?
Did we see him? Was that him?
Oh, that was him, man. The BET Award was in the background chilling with the waterfall. Okay. You can't be on MTV Cribs with the same
sure
crib.
That was him?
Yeah, it was definitely. It was
definitely him. It wasn't him.
It was definitely Kels. I mean, you can't watch it now and be considered child porn, but you know, I watched it. I was a kid, and it was definitely Kels. That's all I'm saying. But my point is that
what if you're someone who got accused of something and you're innocent, you got found innocent, you feel like you're still innocent, and what kind of lane are we going? Or is it just about R. Kelly? At XXXTentacion, he got a history. He was on camera hitting this girl, so definitely with him. But you got a lot of rappers that's been dogging women for years. Like, I don't want to go on Spotify. Not that I'm on Spotify, but say for example, I'm a Spotify user and I go on there and NWA is missing. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to have a retro day or something like that. Or I can't listen to Big Pimpin' by Hove no more because somebody feel like it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we heading?
Are you trying to get towards censorship?
Yeah. So I'm just trying to understand, like, let's you just keep it at Kels. And it's all good, though. Just like the radio station, what's that, in Detroit, that said that they're not going to play Kanye West because of his political views or whatever. But I'm like, but you're playing R. Kelly. Like, when that news broke out that R. Kelly had that alleged sex cult situation, he sold out a show in Detroit like the next day. Like, the next day. Not to mention Aaliyah was from Detroit. But you don't want to play Kanye West because how he believe in Trump. But come on, son. And that's my hometown. I'm just calling it what it is. Like
I said, just keep making them hits. Keep making them hits.
Well, Kels ain't had no hits since. He got hits that can last him for years, but
he got a hell of a catalog.
But he also got a hell of a catalog of the wrong he's been doing too. He been doing the wrong he's been doing just about as long as he been
doing the right.
Doing the right. Like, it's not even like this is something we heard about
that
last year.
Can't get no wrong.
Right. Like, his first album came out like in 90. He married Aaliyah like in 94. Like, come on, son. It's been they like there, So I don't know. It's just a question I pose.
He said his mind was telling him no. But his body was telling him yes.
Should have been his lawyer.
But his body was telling him yeah, man.
The lawyer was telling him no.
He told you his mind was telling him no a long time ago. He just wouldn't listen.
Yeah, we evidently we wasn't listening either.
Yeah, we was not listening.
No, we were not. Man, I gotta tell you, this is something that I didn't think that we'll be talking about. I woke up the other day, I kind of passed out. And you know how Twitter gives you the top 5 that's trending? And I see Thierry Marie is in the 2 out of the top 5.
Woo!
And instantly I'm thinking to myself, like, man, did she die?
She's the real MVP right now.
I'm thinking, like, did she die? Because I'm like, Thierry Marie ain't had a song. Like, what's going on?
Technically, she did have some dead babies with her.
I mean, but my point, it was like 1 in the afternoon. I knew Love and Hip Hop wasn't on at the time. And then I go on there,
a lot of babies on the face.
Man, and allegedly, I guess she's still trying to figure that out. A boyfriend of hers, or ex-boyfriend of hers, got caught in his feelings, and he hacked her IG account, and he put up a photo of her with a lot of
babies,
nature around her,
babies,
and also a video of her performing that nature. Right? That's where we at, right? And so
I didn't catch the video.
You ain't see it?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah. Well, I ain't gonna like I didn't see it, but like I didn't see it. But it did kind of propose this argument I was having with these guys on the group me chat when, they were like, well, that's what you get kind of for putting your stuff up on video or, recording your stuff. You got hackers. I don't know, man. I can't really jump over that because I feel like if something is yours and it got stolen from you, that's not your fault. Like, I'm one of those people that trust me. I believe accountability is always going to be a small percentage for everyone unless there are a few things like force or like first time something happens to you. Like, I can't vouch for sucker stuff, man. We can't be condoning sucker stuff out here as dudes. You know what I mean? Being like, yeah, what he did was wrong, but, she shouldn't have been on camera. And it's like, regardless of what she was doing, and yeah, she's on Love and Hip Hop.
Put it out there.
He's like, dog, come on, man. We can't.
All right, we get you show your homeboy. Don't put it on the Instagram.
Like, yeah. You remember when before?
Don't put it out in the world.
You remember before social media was like big? Cats used to have the stuff recorded on their little phones. They would show you like, yeah, this just in case she tripped. Even then, it was kind of uncomfortable to be like, I mean, why you hold on to that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're in the relationship now, and you're already plotting in case she like leaves you. Like, we can't. And I think that's why a lot of these dudes get away with the stuff they get away with because they're getting validated by other men, kind of just saying, yeah, it's cool. It's all good until it's like your daughter, your sister, your mom.
Then you're ready to kill somebody.
Right. And it shouldn't have to take for it to happen to you directly or indirectly for you to be able to have empathy for somebody else, man. But it's just messed up. But I ain't gonna front like I didn't watch that video. Like,
At the end of the day, I still watched it.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, Thierry Marie is fine to me, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell no lie. It's messed up. It's sucker-ish. But I watched it. When we go off, I'm gonna show you what it was.
Guilty as charged.
Definitely guilty as charged, man. But no, I mean, I watched at the moment, but I'm not watching no more because that's actually a crime. Revenge porn, if that's true and it went down the way it went down.
In California, it is.
Yeah, you can't participate in nothing like that. So actually, when I say past tense, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good.
Allegedly, I watched
Allegedly, yeah. Allegedly, from my understanding.
So
it came
I've
across.
heard.
Right, there you go. Let me clean
Very
that up
entertaining,
real smooth.
so
Like,
I've
yeah.
heard.
But my Lord, one that Clark, one that Spellman.
This what you call.
Yo, Hip Hop Make the Show. I don't know if you got a chance. It's unavoidable, so you can't pretend like you did not catch it. But the Met Gala was this past week. I feel like the Met Gala always sneaks up on me. Maybe because I'm too broke to be invited anyway, and so I look up at just on Twitter, on IG. Did you happen to check out everybody who showed up?
Yeah, I saw some of those outrageous outfits, wings, and all that crazy stuff.
But first of all, are we aware exactly what the Met Gala is about?
No, I have no clue.
Okay, so the Met Gala, and I'm not even trying to act
Show
like
for the Metropolitan Gala, right?
I'm not even gonna try like I had to Google look all this up. All right, so the Met Gala is actually it's a fundraiser. Yeah, it's a fundraiser that promotes art in the simplest form, right? It's to help promote art and things like nature. And I think for art like in schools and things, it's a worthy cause. And every year they have a theme. And this year the theme was
Heavenly
like
Bodies.
Catholic priests.
And Heavenly Bodies.
Yeah, and so that's why you saw people. You saw T'Challa dressed like he was getting ready to give a confessional.
Yeah, Bow Wow said it's crazy. It's starting to look like a over exaggerated adult Halloween party.
Well, that's because Bow Wow wasn't invited, so of course he can sit back. I mean, he was like us at that point.
Yeah.
But I'm broke and I'm not famous, so that's why I wasn't invited. Bow Wow wasn't. Is what it is. But
Bow Wow's a legend.
I mean, he is to a certain extent, but he wasn't at the Met Gala. You know what I mean? Like, it's just what it is. He wasn't at the Met Gala, and it looked nice. My question is, what do they do when they're actually inside? Because it seems like it's one of those events that's doper, like, as far as the entrance.
Yeah,
Everybody
that
take pictures.
catwalk. Everybody else, once you get in there, it's just like, all right.
You're right.
I just want to get my picture and I'm out of here.
And the biggest story it seemed to have was Cardi B and Nicki. We saw pictures of them having, like,
A
conversation, right?
They had a dialogue.
Yeah. And to me, I'm going by the fact that, Cardi is still new in this business. So every reaction we see is genuine. It's really her. Like, when she's shocked about something, she's really shocked, And you can tell that even though she's pregnant, she was talking to Nicki. Nicki was, with Nicki is a little bit different. She sees it. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping that they're cool.
You want them to shoot the five?
No, well, first of all, Cardi's pregnant, so it's kind of unfair right now. I mean, Cardi's like good and pregnant now too, so it's completely unfair to even do anything of that nature. But I don't want to see them beefing. But I'm also somebody I'm a fan of the era that everybody don't got to get along either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm also one of those kind of individuals. Like, if you don't like each other, don't pretend to like each other. Like, it's just what it is.
Let's not be a DJ Khaled record with Future on the hook or Drake on the hook.
And everybody's like kumbaya,
Everybody got a verse.
That's like being at a job and it's like me and the only black person. Yeah, I get it. It don't look right, but if I don't like him, I don't like him. I'm not about to be cool with him just because we the only two black people in the building.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? F him and everybody that came with him. So, it seems like, pretty cool. I ain't gonna front. I'm a lover of the arts. I think arts in schools need to be actually promoted a little bit more. I think they actually help. The outfits do seem a little outrageous sometimes when you need like 4 or 5 people holding your long dress. But, if it's for a worthy cause, though. Maybe one day we can get invited. We can step up in that joint.
Yeah.
We'll probably be rejected just from our attire.
I'm coming to white tee.
Right. Like, here we are.
It's Hip Hop Matrix Show. Myself, DJ Academics. It's time for the sports report. As you know, Western Conference, Eastern Conference finals are in motion. Golden State is taking on the Houston Rockets.
Now I'm ready to see that. Because
Which we already knew was going to happen.
Yeah, well, did we?
This was preset. Yes, it was.
Okay, well, I mean, honestly, the playoffs have been kind of boring up until like this point right here. So I'm actually excited for this matchup.
East was a little different. We were expecting Cleveland to be there, but we didn't know who the other team was going to be there.
What you mean? You ain't know Golden State was going to be there. Golden State woke up.
I said in the East.
You said we were expecting Cleveland?
To be in the Eastern Conference Finals, but we didn't know what the other team they was going to be beating in the Eastern Conference Finals.
We didn't know who they was going to be beating. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
gotcha.
It turned out to be the Boston Celtics, and this would be a great matchup if Kyrie was playing. It would be so great for TV if Kyrie was.
I didn't realize that Kyrie has pretty much only played healthy like only 2 years in his career so far because he got hurt at Duke when he was in college.
Yeah, he only played like 10 games at Duke.
Yeah, and he was hurt his like second year, and you know, and on the NBA, he's been hurt a couple times, you know.
Yeah.
So, man.
Yeah, so they're facing off against the Boston Celtics. It'll be okay. Braun's going to bully them. But I definitely got OKC, Golden State coming out on top of the whole thing again because KD is the X factor and all that.
This would be if that happens, this would definitely be the first time that two teams met each other 4 times in a row. It was already the first time that two teams met each other 3 times in a row. I can't imagine a 4th.
Yeah, it's happening. Anyway, all right, but the Raptors, by getting swept 3 times in a row, because they met them in the second round, met the Cavaliers in the playoffs. They got swept 3 years in a row by the Cavaliers, so they decided to fire that coach, even though he had the #1 seed in the East and he got fired.
And he was
swept
voted
in the second round.
And he was voted amongst other coaches as being the coach of the year. I think the coach of Boston Celtics should be coach of the year, but amongst his peers, he was voted like coach of the year.
Yeah, he was the #1 seed and he got swept in the second round, not the first round. I mean, he didn't win the series.
But to the same team, though, right?
Yeah, he ended up losing in the same team. Yeah. Braun definitely owns Toronto. He definitely runs Toronto.
He keeps playing against Game 7 LeBron.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Every year he plays against Game 7 LeBron.
Yeah. So, that's the sports report. See how this ends up.
Oh, shout out to Chris Paul. This is his first time going to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. But it won't be his first time going to the finals. All right? So that's the sports report. It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show.
The dash.
Show, I don't know if you got a chance to catch it, but I was excited when I heard about this news. They already greenlit and gave their release date for the new Bad Boys movie. It's going to be called Bad Boys for Life. January 17, 2020, Will Smith, Martin Lawrence. I'm all for that.
2020?
Yeah. 20.
Dang.
I mean, yeah.
It'll take you like 3 months to film it, another 6 months to edit it.
Yeah. Man, yeah. I mean, the first one came out in 95. The second one, it was like, 04? I mean, they got some gaps in between. And, one thing.
10 years.
Yeah,
Let's get this one last check.
They do come from the era of, like, sequels taking that long. Nowadays, our sequels come out, like, every other year. I mean, you think about the event, you think about the Marvel Universe themselves.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
Infinity War.
It's about another time for Pirates of the Caribbean. It's about time for that.
The Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Or Infinity War is already Part 2 is already going to come out in 2019. You know what I'm saying? We still trying to recover from what just happened in Infinity War.
I still haven't even seen it.
But the point is, they don't play no games. That's my point, right? They don't play no games, right? So
they want that check.
Yeah, but in the 90s, up until like the 2000s, we were doing that whole like, kind of like a Star Wars kind of thing, waiting like 5-6 years. Yeah. But even Star Wars, they got on track. The new Star Wars is every other year. Like, nah, here you go. Here you go.
Different segment of generation.
Yeah, we don't have that patience. Yeah, we don't have that patience no more.
Need it now. Microwave.
Yeah, we don't have that patience. But you know what? I still want to see it. It definitely looked like, off the top, you got to say it's definitely going to be the last one because I don't see y'all waiting like another 15 years for another.
Will already got a chin and a head full of gray hairs.
Right.
And Martin just keep getting wider and wider.
Is it going to be unbelievable to see him running and chasing somebody down, after a while, right?
Yeah, he ain't running nowhere.
Yeah.
So he's my guy, though. Great. He the GOAT.
Oh, yeah. Hands down. Bad Boys for Life, I'm definitely going to be front row and center.
Okay, you already know what time it is. Time we take it back. Retro Rewind time on the Hip Hop Matrix Show.
Yes, when we playing all your classics, all your retro, all your favorites. Big shout out to Onyx because this past week, Slam came out back in 1993.
The boys.
The birth of yelling rap. Like, I remember, that's all I remember as a kid when they came out. I was like, yo, these guys are yelling at me.
Throw your guns in the air.
Like, yeah.
Wave them like you just don't care.
My favorite one is still the 8 Mile beat.
Not be DJing that party.
Boom. What's the one?
They couldn't pay me enough to DJ in that party.
Onyx party?
But throwing your guns in the air and wave them like you just don't care. Somebody gonna wave it and the trigger gonna go off. And somebody getting shot accidentally, then everybody getting shot purposely.
Well, you got like the fact that Onyx, Sticky, and Fredro, they've done their thing like in music and in movies, and they got a loyal, the middle dude, the other guy who I can never really think of because he's always ready for him. There's always that one guy who's ready. Whenever you're ready to make that album, he's there.
Yeah, the dark-skinned guy.
Right. And rest in peace, because, people forgot that Onyx really had 4 members when they first came out. You look at Slam, it was 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think his name was EDS. He passed away. some years ago. So, big ups to Onyx, man. The yelling rap, they definitely gave you that energy. They was like the first rap group I ever seen that was in there with like bikers. They had Sons of Anarchy in their video.
True.
You look back on it, So
true.
Big ups to them. If I make the show, that was our Retro Rewind, playing all of your favorites. Big shout out to you, DJ Academics. Highly appreciate you. And happy born day to the late Craig Mack. His birthday, I almost forgot, was this past week also. He was born May 10th. We lost Craig Mack this just past March. So big ups to him also. Wherever he lie, hope he lying in peace. All that good stuff. So appreciate you. Make sure you check out this mix at WHMS98. You can also check it out on our podcast. All right.
You take a loss.
Did you get a chance to kind of check out the debate that's going on with Donald Glover, a.k.a. Childish Gambino, This Is America video?
What, the Jim Crow pose?
The Jim Crow pose. I keep watching that video, too.
The rain dance. I just actually watched the video for the first time today.
You got Def on a horse in the background also, too, like the white horse, and Def is walking in the hood in the background while the kids are dancing and things like that. A lot of symbolism in that.
This is America.
A lot of online debate. But the biggest online debate about it was him having a white woman with 2 kids. And people feel like you should not have a black voice or speaking of black issues if you're married or you're with a white partner. Nah, I don't understand.
He's still black?
Yeah, like my thing is you're still black. You're still speaking that experience.
Does that not make him black anymore? Did he hand over his black card because he likes a white woman?
I don't understand it because
team love. You love who you love.
He still got to experience his blackness, right? Or when you're an artist, you're speaking for yourself or you're speaking for others' experience. And so I'm pretty sure that his black mother, his black aunties, or his black homeboys, his friends, they had some black experience. Like you said, he got some black experience. Ain't like he walk around looking like Chico DeBarge. He walk around hair looking like yours and mine. Well, once upon a time mine, but you get the point what I'm trying to say. I mean, I don't understand. What does that? How does that negate his actual? Or
he
what
wasn't dancing like a white guy.
You said what?
He wasn't dancing like a white guy. He was kind of rocking on the low.
Not at all. I think what it is with Donald Glover is that because he first came out, he was a little bit different. A lot of black artists, they're known amongst black people first, and then white people know him. He was kind of known amongst white people first, and then black people got up on him. When the show ATL came out, and he literally came up with the song Redbone, a.k.a. Stay Woke.
Well, my song was 3005.
There you have it, and now that I guess we're kind of finding out all these new things about him, and it's all this, whole thing about black nerds not dating black women and things of that nature. Look, I'm not trying to get into like why he date who he date because I haven't seen him say anything online about it.
Love who you love.
Yeah, I think you should love who you love, but also
love is color free.
I don't think it should take away. I'm gonna sum it up like this. What someone told to me: when 2 oppressed people are arguing about who's more oppressed, the oppressor sits back and has a mighty laugh. And I'm always thinking about that, right? We lose ourselves going back and forth about who's been oppressed more, and we forget the actual enemy. That's just my take on it.
The man.
Right. The man himself.
The yellow man.
And I don't care what y'all say.
Agent Orange.
I don't care what you guys say. ATL's fired. Atlanta show was fired. The last episode of this season just aired, and it was fired. It was dope. It had a hell of an ending.
The video was fired, too.
Right. The video was definitely fired. But the movie, the TV show was fired. And I'm about to go see Solo also, too, because that's just who I am. We about to get up out of here. What you got planned for the week, bro? Anything going on with you?
These records spinning. Watching these Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals.
I'm definitely going to get into some NBA conference finals, and I'm definitely going to check out, hopefully get a chance to actually watch season 2 of Dear White People. Came out last weekend on Netflix. I'm trying to binge that as much as possible because I really do love that show. I'm trying to check that out.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, yeah. Great show. Season 1 was fire. I'm 1 episode into season 2, and I'm already loving it, so it's dope. Make sure you check us out, okay? We got our podcast. You can look at us up on Podomatic, SoundCloud. We are definitely on iTunes. We are on Google Play. All you got to do is go in the search engine, type in Hip Hop Matrix Show, 1 word. Follow us on Twitter at WHMS98. You can follow me on Twitter at JHallRadio. This gentleman right here at DJ Academics. As usual, be blessed and successful. And we'll talk to you soon. We ghost!
Shine Black Man. It's the Hip Hop Matrix Show.